Hello everyone, Om Namah Shivaya. Welcome to Shamil's Talk Show, yet another episode with a very special guest. I really owe her, and she's been connected to PPY from a very long time. And hi Karen, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. And hi Karen, can you please introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Karine Renault. I am a girl from Quebec, Canada. So I come from the countryside. I used to live surrounded by farms in the region of Quebec.
Thank you so much. So, Karen, you're watching me since I was really small. I think I was a kid. I think maybe in standard three or four. So, can you tell me what changes you have seen in me from till that age?
Oh my goodness. It's like I knew this would happen at some point, but it's pretty amazing. I mean, I remember you. I think you were 13 or something like that, if I'm correct.
Yeah,
But
maybe.
yeah,
Yeah.
we already saw you doing music, so we could already tell you were kind of an artist and you had a lot of talents with music and all. But I think the main change that I've seen is I don't know, you've grown so much, like you've gained confidence, you're really more yeah, you're like a grown man now, and then you're
Yeah. I'm less shy now. I'm less shy now.
yes, exactly. No,
Yeah.
you're doing these videos, like talking with people. You speak English. Your English is amazing. So I'm
Thank you. Thank you.
happened.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And yes, we are doing good. So I also thought that I think I've changed. It changed pretty much from the day you have been watching me. Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet. When you started having
So
fans,
hmm,
you knew people were watching.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So what? So how's your quarantine being in these days in the lockdown?
I'm sorry.
How's your how are you spending your day while in the lockdown during this pandemic?
Oh my goodness, it's been something. I mean, I am going through this thing. It's hard for everybody, but for me, it's I'm going through it alone. So I live in an apartment, and I used to share my apartment with someone, but well, a girl from the United States. And just before they started quarantine, she left with her boyfriend in some other. She left outside the city to kind of escape the quarantine, and she never came back. So it's been 4 months I've been alone in my apartment. So for me, at first my spirit was up, but then when I started to see that it was going to be longer than I was hoping for, I started having some ups and downs. So for me, it's been good for the most part. It's I've had like positive habits, and I kept myself positive most of the time. But sometimes, like this week, I had 1 or 2 days I was feeling down, like, just having a moment where it feels like this is never going to end. But yeah, it's challenging for everybody. So,
Exactly. It's because for that reason only I started this session. I thought that everyone will be must be feeling so like bored and they're just caged in their houses. They can't go out, and that's why I thought that this show, if we talk each other and if we communicate more and more to each other and each people, we can really just means vanish that boredom from the people and who are bored and who are really really bored in their homes. And this could actually make more positive feelings while we are talking and while we are communicating. And
Absolutely.
yes, uh, and yes, the lockdown also, like as you said, that more positive habits. We all should actually adapt more and more positive habits. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, totally. Like, I mean, it's like if we wouldn't have this, so it's a very good initiative what you decide to do because we need this. We need to socialize. So for me, it's like I had almost no social life for 4 months, almost 5 months. So it's like at least I can communicate with other human beings because it's a need. It's a need that we have. So it's very
Exactly.
so I kept very good habits. Like I wake up in the morning, I take my water with some lemon, my vitamins, and then my matcha tea, and then I do some meditation, and then I usually start working. Then I take a little lunch break, and then I work a little bit more, and then I do my exercise. So I have this like kind of habit, like routine that keeps me focused, and I go through my day like this, not having too much space where I just run around in circle and start going in dark places in my head.
Exactly, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly. So that's almost the same case with almost everyone, I think, because everyone is in their home. They can get out.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard.
So can you tell me about how many festivals do you have?
In my country,
Yeah.
yeah. So, well, in I don't know for the whole country, but for Quebec. So in Quebec, there's the city of Quebec and there's the province of Quebec. So I'm from Quebec, Quebec. I'm from Quebec City in the province of Quebec. And in Quebec, we don't have too many holidays, to be honest. It's mainly Christmas. So there's
Hmm.
uh, four 4 days around Christmas, and the rest is like we have Easter for Easter. We have the national holiday, so that like the celebration of Quebec. Then there's the celebration of Canada, and then there's like in September there's like a work holiday. It's called a work holiday. I'm not sure where it comes from, but that's pretty much it. So I've lived in different places in the world. I've lived in France. I've lived in the US. Now I live in South America.
Yeah.
And it's like everyone else have more holidays than in Quebec. That's pretty much it. So it's mainly Christmas that we actually celebrate more. And but even for me, like in my family, we barely buy any gifts. We don't fall into like the big consumption of like purchasing and gifts. We don't really do that much. So, but we spend more time together. We have dinners together. You know, hang out in PJ.
Yeah. Exactly. I think the environment of Quebec is, I think, really fascinating, as I've heard in India. Um, yeah,
You
in
think it's
Quebec, I think, yeah, I've heard many things about Quebec, where it's really like a happy country. I think it's more of a, and yeah.
it is it's
So.
very relaxed. I mean, because for the territory that we have, like the space that we have, there's not that much people, so we have a lot of
Mhm.
spaces. but also because there's winter, it's very cold in winter. We all have like half of the year that we spend a lot of time in our homes. So people invest a lot in having a home with sometimes they have like a mini cinema in the home,
Mm-hmm.
or like things like where like big kitchen, because we're gonna spend a lot of time inside, and we gather inside because it's too cold with the snow and everything outside. We don't we don't go out much. So yeah, that's it. And it's people in Quebec are very simple. Like we're just
Exactly.
kind of simple,
Mm-hmm.
relaxed, because there's not, a lot of stress there, not a lot of crimes, aggression, or anything. So people in general,
Mm-hmm.
they're relaxed and they're happy. It's a good quality of life over there.
Yeah, yeah. That's the best thing. That's the best thing, being positive. Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. So, so what, can you explain me that what are your hobbies?
My hobbies. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, I do tend to work a lot, but I don't know if that counts as a hobby because it's my business. My hobby are more around sports, and well, traveling is a passion for me. Right now, I can't do it, but like smaller hobbies that I have is like, I guess, cooking, gardening. I like doing a little bit of home decorations, sometimes things like that. That's those are my main hobbies.
Me,
Yeah.
home decoration. Okay, I really like that. Home decorating home. Yeah, because decorating home is like when you're living in that place and you're decorating, you are converting that, you which may look like a new place. That brings change in
Totally.
the, yeah, it brings change in the life.
Yeah, totally. That's how it started for me. It was just like I had my bedroom and I was looking around. I was just moving things around. And then I was like, ooh, maybe I could paint another color. And that was, I literally, one of like the, like it was an amazing experience when I painted
Exactly.
the color the first time. I was like, oh my God, like I'm like in a different place, like you said. So it's
That's
exciting.
amazing. Yeah. That's exciting. Yes. Yeah.
I know,
So.
I know the
Mhm.
the fact that I love traveling so much. Also, it's about just new things, discovering new things, new food, new. I like discovering stuff. So, I was
Mm.
very little, and I would just have look at those magazines and see those images of deserts and islands
Mm.
and forests, whatever, volcanoes, beaches. And for me, it really, that like I remember thinking it. I was like, this there's has to be a reason why all of this is there. Like all the millions and millions of different fishes in the sea, and the millions and millions of different flowers, and different rocks, like even the mountains, the trees. There's so many different fruits, all of them. I always thought everything in nature is so well thought of. Everything is so perfect and thought of. Everything has
Exactly.
a reason.
Exactly.
There has to be a reason that it's there. So for me, the calling was like, if it's there, it's because we have to see it. We have to discover it. And I was like, if other people don't do it, I'll do it, and then I'll share it with them.
Yeah.
It was like,
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly. Nature. Nothing is more beautiful than the nature, and watching nature. I love seeing. I love photography. I do photography actually,
oh,
and as you said that watching the mountains and the seas and nature, and that's the best feeling. That's when you capture those beautiful scenes. That moment is my favorite moment.
I miss the sea so much. I just being on the side of the
Yeah.
water. I know in Canada, a lot of people are starting to go out of quarantine, and that's like the
Mm,
first thing they all do. They just go next to the water, some lake, some
mm,
whatever, even a river, whatever. If there's water,
mm.
they just go next to it, and I look forward. I've been dreaming of like seeing myself next to a waterfall and thinking how amazing it's gonna feel next time I can.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. We all have been dreaming, like when we will go there, when will this get over?
it will be an experience.
Yeah, yeah. So, what lessons you have learned till now in your life? What
In my
like what and what will suggest your yeah in your life till now, and what will you suggest the younger ones or the kids to what will you teach the lesson? What have you experienced till now?
the I guess the biggest experience, the biggest lesson, um, I think for me is, well, there's one that I learned kind of late that I wish I learned earlier, is what other thinks of us really doesn't matter. And it's something that when we're young, when we grow up, we're young, we worry so much about how we're gonna look and things like that. And it like we suffer inside because of this. It creates fear and everything. And it's like today, I mean, I've learned that a while ago now, but I was in my 20s when I learned it. I wish I learned that when I was a teenager, and I would have avoided so much pain. I think so much worrying. And another thing is about forgiveness. So
Hmm.
not just forgiving of others, but forgiving of yourself. So I've had
Hmm.
other
Exactly.
very, very suffering moments in my life. For example, I take an example of a separation that I remember. I was with this person and it didn't work out, and I had to leave the person. So I suffered for months before being able to do it. Then I did it, and then I kept suffering because I felt guilty. And one day I went to get a massage, and the therapist asked me, like, we were talking. She was asking me what was going on in my life, and I told her. I just felt comfortable with her, so I actually told her what happened. And she said, "Well, maybe you just didn't forget yourself." And I was like, "Oh my God, that is it." And then I
Hmm.
did it. I just decided that it was okay, that I could forgive myself, and it's like the my problem went away. I felt so much better. I felt almost completely cured very quickly. And I've done also, even like I went on a retreat like a whole weekend, and we were talking about forgiveness. So we were looking at things we had done, things other people had done to us, or things we have done to others. And I realized that most
Exactly.
of the time we think of what others do to us, but we don't think so much of what we do that can hurt others. So forgiveness, I think, is very important to help relieve some of like the pain that we we could feel that other um, create
Emotion.
for us. Yeah.
Or yeah.
And for the kids, what I really want to tell, like the kids, like if I have my own kids in front of me, that's what I would tell them is what I discovered. It's life is really about service, and it's really about helping others And so that what exactly what you guys are doing at Parampranyo, you've been doing forever, like no one,
Exactly.
like
Thank you, thank you.
no
Yeah.
one. So just it's just because basically even with like for example me, I have a business. Okay, so let's say I'm trying to be successful in my business. It's the same thing because the way I become successful is by helping others. So I'm
Mm.
going to give very silly example. If I go get a haircut, I'm going to pay the lady that cuts my hair because she provided a service. It's a
Mm.
service. It's the same
True.
thing. It's a service. She helped me with my hair, so I'm in return I'm paying her some money. So it can be with money or it can be just helping each other. It doesn't have to be money necessarily, but it's always a service in exchange. It's providing value, helping others, and in the end, it's like the greatest thing. That's what makes us feel the best. Anyway, people are looking for happiness everywhere. At the end of the day,
Exactly. Mm.
it's like it helps. It makes us feel good. So it's really weird because in a way we're all kind of selfish. We're all kind of in our heads trying to think, what else could I do next to feel better, be better, have more, do more. I don't know. But in the end, it's like there's nothing that can bring you the joy or the kind of reward that you get from helping others. So
Exactly. Exactly.
services, I do it for me when I in my business I do social media and advertising. So when I do advertising, what I'm really doing is I'm helping others grow their impact. So okay, so let's say there's like this nutritionist. The nutritionist is trying to help people eat better. Well, I'm helping her reach more people. So because of me, she can reach more people. She can help more people. So it's all about me servicing her, her servicing other people, and it's really that's the way I see it, even in my work, in my business.
Exactly. Exactly. Helping, the attitude of helping or appreciating or paying gratitude, whatever you say, that's the most important thing we also do. I also discussed this in my later last two videos in which we talk about paying gratitude or you help. If you help someone, the universe will pay you back because that's the best thing, and you are providing your gratitude, you are providing your help to someone, and that's making them happy in their life. Exactly.
Yeah, I guess
So
gratitude
yeah.
gratitude is huge because gratitude also I discovered after a separation. So I had separation is one of the worst thing. It's like when you're losing someone from death, it's the same thing. That the suffering is like they say it's the worst. Like in the terms of level of pain, it's the highest pain you can get. And so anyway, I was in this separation, and I discovered gratitude. I was reading stuff online, all the books I could find to try to feel better. And when I discovered gratitude, I realized it was instantly. Like you feel better
Mm,
instantly when you're really doing it, like putting yourself into not just saying things, but really actually thinking it and feeling it. It's like the pain, the suffering goes away. Like as there's nothing
exactly.
that works as fast as being in gratitude. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. That's really a lesson from we learn from a life, and by doing also by doing, oh sorry, by living meditation. Yeah, yeah. And
True.
hmm.
Meditate.
So and these are the lessons you taught me from your life experiences. What are the experiences or the lessons you learned from by joining PPY and being in PPY?
Parang pranyo. Eh,
Yeah.
yes, I learned humility. I learned um, being able to really connect with our inner self. Um,
Hmm.
so this is something that I used to do meditation, just like trying to close my eye and wait, and things. And then and then there's like, yeah, yeah, really trying to really connect inside. Um, this is something that comes from the teachings of Parampranyog, the fact that we're all one and we're all connected. It's
Yeah.
something that I kept hearing that, but it's like I was like, what does it mean exactly? um, the chakras, like I used to have a bit of, a basic knowledge. It's like, okay, I knew it existed, but I didn't know much about it. But yeah, there's also a big lesson of humility, of
Mm-hmm. Right.
feeling like I can do more, watching you guys, everything you're doing every day, if you've been doing for so many years, day in, day out. Um, it's like, okay, like how can I contribute more? Not just
Exactly. Yeah.
necessarily to parent product, but every day of my life, with people around me,
Hmm.
my family. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So, while you were completing your education and while you were like you were studying, so what subjects you had and which one was your favorite?
I studied, actually, I studied graphic art first. Wait,
Oh,
no, wait. No, I went in. I went to.
it's been a long time.
Yeah. Sorry, it was cutting a little bit. Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I can hear you. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'll go slowly to make sure. So yeah, sorry. So I wanted to do marketing. I didn't even know exactly what it was. I just thought it sounded cool. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go study that. But in order to study that, I had to go in this program that was called administration. And in the administration, you had to study uh, um, the law, like
Oh,
uh,
okay.
yeah, there was like some law classes that I really didn't like. I didn't care. It didn't make sense with what I wanted to do. There was accounting that I was a pro in maths. Like the school would send me letters
Oh,
to ask me to teach to help other students. I'm still a really good at math, but accounting for me it was really boring. I didn't like it. So I dropped this. I dropped the program. I never finished it. And then I went to do some graphic design. Studied graphic design, and that's how when I got out of school, I ended up having a job in the video game industry. So right away after I finished, well, really quick. after I finished, I got a job and I stayed there for 15 years, the same company, not the same job though, because after I I had some evolution inside the company and I did so many different things. I became a manager at some point, and yeah, did so many things. But I now today my business is it's all about marketing. So that's funny because
Yeah.
I never finished studying
Yeah.
like I did.
So why? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So while you were studying graphic, I think graphic designing is a really famous these days, and I think it was famous then also when you while you were studying
Marketing.
um, graphic designing,
Oh yeah, graphic.
graphic.
Yeah, there's always a lot of people that wants to do that. Yeah, in fact, I had to move to a different city because there was
Oh,
too many people wanted to would too many people would apply to the programs and there was limited space. So they would tell us, uh, be careful because there's a chance you're not going to be accepted. So what I did is I applied
hmm.
to two places at the same time and I didn't get accepted in my own city. So I had to move to another city because in Montreal, I was accepted in Montreal. So that's why actually I moved 3 hours away from my family because I
Hmm.
got accepted there. So it was, I mean, it was worth it, but
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was hard because it's like one way I want to follow my dreams, but then my family is important. So it's like to follow my dreams, I have to be away from my family. So it's a bit conflicting, but it was worth it because built my own career after that. So
exactly. That's real good. And yeah. So which gaming company you were in?
it's called Ubisoft.
Oh, Ubisoft. Okay, I think I've heard this. Yeah.
And by the way, English, if it wasn't for English, probably I wouldn't have had this job in Montreal. So learning English was something that really opened doors for me. So, and maybe we wouldn't be talking together right now if I never learn English or you never learn because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would just speak French if I didn't actually made the effort of learning English.
exactly. Exactly. So, yeah, can you tell me your childhood story, one of your childhood story, any fun story you remember from your childhood?
Oh my goodness. I remembered there was like regularly we would do party at my parents' home because we had a big house and it was like 2 3 floor. It was pretty big. And so we would invite our friends to our house. And sometimes when our parents weren't there, I don't know why it started, but some it became a tradition that we would do at some point. It was like every Wednesday or something like that. It was the same day almost every week. It became like a tradition. People would come to my house, and then at some point,
Hmm.
people start climbing on the roof. So I don't even know who got the idea or how they did it exactly. But we were partying, so there was alcohol and everything, and some of them
Oh.
were climbing on the rooftop of my house. And yeah, it was some, I mean, some crazy moments of when we're young
Yeah.
and not fearful of anything. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I was pretty quiet girl. I would just hang out with the dogs and the cats, or you know, it was farms. It was farms everywhere. So it's just like walking around, picking up flowers in the field, being pretty quiet overall.
Exactly. I think that's the age we all should have fun.
Yeah, I mean, we all have you kind of make your experiences that way. And so sometimes it's, well, most the times for me, I feel it's like the crazy ideas wouldn't come from me, but I would kind of follow. So someone would have like a crazy idea of doing something, and I was just always kind of following. But uh but yeah, overall I'm still a pretty quiet girl. And in fact, when I was even a teenager, I never even liked going to the party places, like discotheque, like the bars,
The clubs and all.
the
Yeah.
club. Like even as a teenager, I didn't like it. So,
Hmm.
and still not.
Yeah.
I'm a home person, not so much as being every day like we're doing right now. But when I'm not
Yeah.
traveling, I'm kind of like home a home girl, pretty quiet
Yeah,
girl.
yeah, exactly. Same.
Hmm.
I'm also the same. I really like to live in the a normal life, not like the other that much really like going somewhere and then you know I'm also a homeboy.
Yeah, good. Yeah, and you're an artist, so you can do art, at home.
Yeah, yeah, I did. Yeah, I love doing that. These days in these lockdown and while I'm in home, I'm like gradually increasing my skills in sketching or playing music or anything because that's the thing left for me.
And picture,
Yeah,
you
picture.
yeah, you're
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I do photography sometimes. Yeah, for maybe nature photography. Yeah.
um,
Thank you. So I really enjoyed talking to you, Karen. I was really excited, and it came to be really good, and I just enjoyed so much. I can't tell you. I
oh,
enjoyed so
that's
much
so sweet.
listening to your story, listening to your stories, listening to your experiences, and all. So yeah.
Yeah, it's been such a pleasure for me too. Your questions are amazing. This is very entertaining.
Thank you so much. I designed the question so that everyone will be willing to know, okay, well, what happened with him or her and anything.
Yeah, we can learn a lot from people by knowing these things. So it's awesome. You're
Yeah,
doing
exactly.
an amazing job. I can't believe like this whole initiative. What a
Hmm.
great idea. And by doing this, you're servicing other people, because in each interview, your people can watch this and learn. They can learn.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, do you have any questions for me?
Oh my God. So when are you going to go to Canada?
Maybe I'll maybe do right now I'll be pursuing my course in applied psychology like in bachelor's and maybe for doing masters or pursuing the postgraduate I'll be coming to Canada maybe.
Be your like the rewards for completing your bachelor.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Awesome.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
so
So. Hmm.
And so with the social media, you started. I mean, you're really good with this stuff, like all these, like doing these interview and everything. How long have you been using like these tools and the social media?
Okay, so I think interview. I've not been taking interview from a very long time. I just started
Oh, that's
doing these. Yeah, because just I thought that this would be a great idea for that I start taking interviews from interview or just a fun talk with someone who is bored in their home, or maybe just for improving their mental health, or maybe this could also improve others mental health by talking, by just communicating each other. And by social media, I think when I was in maybe standard 10th or 11th, I've been starting. Not too much. It's like 2 or 3 years back. I just started. Yeah.
cool. Well, you seem really comfortable with it, so that's cool. And what about all the meditation and everything? Do you have your own personal? Well, it could be about meditation or just kind of like the same question you asked me. Is there like a life lesson that you would like to share with people?
Yeah, sure. But I'm just 17, so I'm still learning.
I know.
So I'm still learning. I'm still learning from people like you, and people like who are, yeah, older than me. I'm trying to learn more and more. But now, whatever I've learned till now is, I think we all should, because now, according to till my knowledge, there like there's gonna be a big problem in future called as mental illness, and
Mm,
that's really important to be discussed right now, because yeah, it shouldn't be too late for taking any decisions for now. So that's why for we teenagers, me, or young, or maybe a little older than me, we all should come together and raise global consciousness level, or make more and more uh, talk, or make more and work more for other people's mental health, or other people's life. And yeah, and yes, the best thing I want to say, that I have learned till now from a mom, dad, or you, or anyone, is to stay calm and positive, and to let go. Yeah,
mm.
and that's it. And then I'm still learning.
Well, I'm gonna make a confession here. Is at some point I was in a really bad place myself, and I didn't know your family, Parampranyog people so well, and I was not sure. Like I was doubting if I could completely trust, and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
and I've been not the nicest always, and
That's completely
you've
okay.
always you've always had like this pure loving intention from the beginning, and despite me being unavailable or even like maybe harsh sometimes, I mean, you've always been so good and so, like I said, just coming from a place of love, complete pure intention and love and forgiveness. And this blows my mind away, and that's part of the reason why I was doubting, because it's felt almost impossible. So
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
it seems like people, it can't be possible, like people are not like
Yeah.
you guys usually, so we're like, uh,
Mm-hmm.
is
Hmm.
this real.
So kind, yeah. Great, great. Because yeah, no one will tell because this world has become so used to that reality or something that no one will believe that someone is doing or someone is really working for that.
Mm.
That's completely okay. We all do. I even I think for someone that oh I should believe him or not or something. Yeah. So yeah.
Just because we're being bombarded and everything, so we're always kind of thinking, okay, what is this all about? We have I can't find a word that I'm looking for. I guess I'm gonna say doubts, um,
Okay. Yeah. Untrustable or something.
uncertainty. I guess could be another word. But I mean, now we've known each other for so long, like so long,
Yeah.
and
So long. Yeah.
sometime soon, hopefully, I will be going to visit you guys.
For sure. For sure. We are waiting like hell, and we are like when you will come to us and this is your home and we'll visit PBR school, we'll visit PBR centers and have fun. Yeah, we're just waiting for you to come.
Thank
Yeah,
you so much. I have to plan it.
yeah, exactly. So thank you so much for being in my session. It was really a big honor for me to interview to talk to you actually, not interview.
My
Yeah, and it
pleasure.
was real. Yeah, it was real fun. It was real fun talking to you. So thank you so much, and have a great day ahead.
You too. Thank you so much again.
Yeah,
Thank you for
thank you
thinking of
so much. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll
Okay.
end this session over here. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah
Bye.
Shivaya.
Yeah.
Bye.